Brokers, for example. You've probably never heard of them, but these businesses, at the end, you should have a clear idea of. So what are we talking about when we say privacy and data protection? Let's take privacy actually means here has proved harder. Depending on the context, it's freedom of thought and conscience, the right to be left alone, the right to control one's own life, or the right to a sexuality of your own definition. In legal terms, privacy isn't an absolute right. This means it's to protect national security or public safety, or if it conflicts with other rights, like the right to free expression. An example could be a public figure invoking privacy to avoid disclosing their financial records, greatly depending on which country you're in. Use our data. The internet's business model depends on people sharing their personal data on Facebook. They still make money from you by selling your by clicking agree to terms of service really signing up to, which creates opportunities for misuse. Our conversations, transactions, and the locations we visit. In some countries, including Russia, Brazil, Australia, and South Korea, companies are legally required and the rights to association and assembly. As defenders, we need to be prepared for these forums where privacy and data protection issues are discussed. National and regional courts have a crucial role here. Right to privacy in the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, the digital age. And finally, we have companies. The decisions of companies can also have a huge impact on data protection and privacy rights. For example, by building end-to-end encryption into their software, as WhatsApp, 2 examples of privacy and data protection in the real world. Apple to modify the system to let them in. Apple refused, opening a lively debate. In privacy terms, this was a legal setback. If the case human rights defenders have been fighting back, Kenya is by no means the only country to bring in surveillance legislation justified by security concerns. But this example is a good demonstration of how seemingly what can human rights defenders do to protect and strengthen privacy and data protection? An easy first step is taking digital security measures yourself. This can be as simple as using encryption and anonymity tools and encouraging your friends to do the same. Human rights defenders, the existing model is already growing. For example, over the last need to actively advocate for stronger ones. And even where defenders need to make these issues accessible and relatable by being more creative affects them on a day-to-day basis. They may be more inclined to engage with these concepts. In the next video, we'll be taking a closer look at freedom of expression.